I wanted to show you my outfit of the day. I'm running around today. I've got a bunch of things to do. We have back to school night tonight. More than likely I will change. Kind of depends on if I run out of time or not, but more than likely I'll put something on a little bit more put together. But for today, I've thrown on a white and worn cardigan. I normally just button up these two buttons. I kind of leave this open so that you can kind of see the tank underneath and then my button fly of my pants. Love these cardigans. White and Worn is a great brand. I had a question the other day about their crew necks. Love them, have them in kind of every color. This is going into my second season with the same cardigans. I haven't rebought any. So they've lasted, they're priced well, and they're just a good staple. So I'm always grabbing them for sure in the winter, but even today, like it's a nice day and it's not too cold at all. It's not too warm, so they're just kind of easy to throw on. My tank is a Lisette Pointel. Shopbop carries these. I think I have all of these linked on my ShopMy, so I'll leave the link down in the description. But Shopbop has a nice selection. They've got regular t-shirts, they've got tank tops, they've got Razorback, like a lot of different kinds. And then these are A Goldie jeans. I believe they are called the Dane jean, or the Dame maybe jean, not to confuse it with the Kate Dane jean. But they are a wide-legged pant. I just threw on some Solomon sneakers just so that I'm comfortable in running around and nothing to get tripped up on or my foot coming out of my shoe or whatever. So this is kind of like a uniform for me. I pretty much am always kind of grabbing this kind of look, and it's just really easy and fast to throw on. So, all right, I know you guys like to see what I'm wearing. Moving on to the next thing. Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had a great couple of weeks. I didn't do a video last week, as you guys know. The reason for this was my 97-year-old grandmother took a fall and broke her hip. So, as you can imagine, for a 97-year-old, for any of us actually, but for a 97-year-old, you can imagine what that entails. And the short of the long is she's doing great. She's one of those remarkable 90-year-olds that don't look 90. And actually, she's almost 100, but she doesn't look it. She looks probably early 80s. She's totally mobile, or at least she was. And other than an arthritic knee, there was really nothing wrong with her. And we think it's the knee that kind of caused the fall because it gave out on her. But we've been in the hospital. She was in the hospital for a little over a week. She had obviously surgery. She's in the rehab center now. All things considered, she's great. If you were to look at her, you'd be like, there's nothing really wrong with her. She goes in and out of things like she had a UTI, she got norovirus, which, by the way, guys, we all know how horrible the norovirus is. It's one of those illnesses for me that terrifies me because I hate throwing up. I hate having diarrhea. So I was like, oh my God, because I was there. I was there when we didn't know that she had it, but she had had an accident. And I was like, oh my God, this is so bad, because I didn't want Grayson to get it, Mike to get it. But it was like the most mild of mild noroviruses, because I really thought that's what was going to kill her, but apparently not. So she got through that, and she's really great. considering. So, but we're still kind of, actually not me, it's really my aunt and then my mom when my aunt's not around, but it's a lot. And last week I spent the week at the hospital and kind of just helping out where I could. And my time is already so thin sliced as it is that I just didn't have time to do a video. So I know you guys understand and it's all good, but here I am and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about nails. So through like the last 18 months, I have gotten a ton of questions about my nails. And for 3 years, I've worn gel. And when I decided to get the gels, I actually put the Gel X tips on because my nails have always been short, manicured, and clean. And so when I kind of decided to want a change, that's the change that I went for. And they were great. I will say that my personal style for me is more short, clean, and manicured. I love that look. I love it on so many different kind of styles and people with different vibes, whether you're like punk rock with short clean nails or you're on the glamazon side with short clean nails. I think it looks great on everybody. But I kind of was wanting to change and I didn't want to change my hair color and I didn't want to, get a facelift or tattoos or whatever. So I went for the nails and I loved them. I have recently, or like the beginning of summer, I've taken off the gels and now I just have my natural nail. And this is just me with nail polish on. So the question that I got just recently was, how did I grow them back out because they are so weak after you take off the gels? And I'm gonna tell you guys what I did. I will say that my nails started off healthy. I've always had strong nails. My grandmothers, both of them, had really strong nails, so I probably get it from them. But when you look at my mom, my aunt, my sister has pretty strong nails, but they don't have like the strongest of nails. So I do think that the nail care that you give yourself is really important. Now, if you guys are still wearing like long almond-shaped gel nails, I still totally love them. I think they are so cool. I think it gives a vibe. I love that you don't have to worry about breakage, really. The manicure lasts, 3 weeks. At least I cannot go more than 3 weeks. In fact, I think I went like every 2.5 weeks because the grow out for me is my biggest, I don't like that grow out. And so that's what's nice about natural nails. And when I do them, it's like once a week I can change the polish if I have not gotten in for a manicure. So, but with that said, like I really like that long almondy stiletto, not too long, but long nail. I think it's cool. So if you still have that, I don't necessarily think it's out, but just for me, I think I'm kind of done with them, at least for now. So what did I do? When I was kind of getting tired of the Gel X and the gels, I went to like regular gel nails. So I cut them short and then I was just doing gel polish. For me, you guys, I think either go for the like hardening gel base with the gel on top of that or stay natural. I think that gel polish on a natural bed is the worst thing. And the reason why I think it's so bad is because every couple of weeks or whenever you have to take off that polish, and the way they do it, I think, is way worse than the hard builder gel. When they have to scrape your nail and then they take the drill to kind of smooth it out, and you do that over and over and over again, I think that is a killer for your nails. And I think if you're kind of oscillating between regular gel and the natural, I would definitely go natural and take care of your nails a lot more frequently. I think that's the way to go. So how did I do it? So when I took off the builder gel, because that's what I had on for the longer nails, my nails were definitely weak. They were thinner than what my natural nail is, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to kind of push through it because they were pretty weak. And it's like when I would do things, they would kind of like bend, and it was like, ugh, no one likes that feeling. And I thought, okay, how am I going to repair them? So the product that I used, which I remembered from way back when, is Nail Teaks. And I think Nail Teaks offers like a nice line depending on what condition your nails are in. Some of us have like ridges, some of us are thin and papery, some of us are yellow. Like we all have kind of a different issue with natural nails. So what I did is I grabbed the Nail Teak Formula 2, which is the strengthener, and it builds back up like the collagen. Now, you guys, I took off my gels at the beginning of summer. Here we are almost October 1st, and I have just now have done the final grow out of what the old nail was. So when I take off my color, I can kind of see right at the very edge, like an indentation. That's where the old gels were. So it takes a while. If you're wanting to get your nails back like within 4 to 6 weeks, it is not going to happen. I absolutely recommend that you get a manicure once a week. And it's more high maintenance, right? Like with the gel, you don't have to kind of think about it. With natural nail, you do. And especially if you've taken off your gel, you want a professional to file them down every week. You want to put a treatment on them. You want to rehydrate them, take some vitamins, take some collagen, like you do. Now you're working at a deficit, so you're going to have to do more to get them back to healthy, and it takes time. The other products that I use on top of the Nail Teak is I like the Essie nail polishes. I feel like they are a nice color, a nice consistency, and they stay for a good period of time. And then my top coat, I'm a big fan of Sechavit, and I used to use just the High Shine. I've recently gone to the Insta Gel Effect, which I think maybe holds the shine a little bit longer and maybe makes the polish a little bit more sturdy. So I definitely can go all week without a chip, a break, or whatever. So I love Sechavit. I think it's the best product on the market. I don't know if it's green, I don't think it is, but I know that Essie has definitely taken out kind of the toxic products, which is why their colors are a little bit different. So the 3 colors that I rotate are, this one's Skinny Dip, and it's what I have on my nails now. I have Ballet Slippers, which is a little bit more whitey pink. This Skinny Dip is a little pink white. This one, Ballet Slippers, is white pink. And then the other one that I use is Limousine, which is more of a white, but it's a milky white, so it's not a flat white because I don't like that liquid paper look. So that's what I do. Are they more high maintenance? 100%. Does it take more time, more care, more like appointments? Yes, it does. I would suggest that you guys learn how to do your own nails, learn how to paint, learn how to file the way you like it. For me, I am so picky about the shape of my nail. Whether I had the long gels or now my shorter nails, I am very, very, very picky. So what makes a good manicure is how they shape the nail. Because if they're paying that much attention to that detail, then your cuticle and all of that is going to be taken care of, and it's going to be good. So that's my thing. How you shape the nail will determine, for me, how good a nail tech is. And then the file that I use is the medium size. Can you guys see it there? And because the finer I feel doesn't grip my nail enough to actually really shape it. And then the real thick one is really for if you have gels or acrylics or something like that. So the medium for me, I have like a nice, I don't know, a nice handle on how I can shape my nail. So that's it with like my nails. I think it's important to get manicures. I think it's important to keep your nails well groomed. We clearly work with our hands all day long. I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly washing my hands because I don't want to get COVID and I don't want to get sick. So that makes the cuticle dry. And I think it's important that, I don't know, our hands are clean. You know, everybody sees them. I talk a lot with my hands, and I just think it's really important to have like a nice nail. But if you're taking off the gels, which I know a lot of people are because now it's, you know, all the toxicity and people have developed such allergies. Oh God, do you guys hear the motor outside? My landscapers are here, so sorry, I'll just try to get through the video. Anyways, so a lot of people are taking off their gels because of the toxicity and the allergies that people are, I guess, I don't know if there's like a new ingredients, but there seems to be a lot more allergies that people are reporting. So I don't know, I get it. I don't want to put toxic stuff on my body, and I always kind of had a little bit of a, with the lamp, you know, it's UV, and with skin cancer and, you know, this thin skin under the light, you know, I was always a little, God, I hope everything will be okay. So I am much happier with a natural nail, but you guys, if you're going to take off the gel, you have to give yourself enough time for your nail to fully grow out. What's it been? June, July, August, September. It's going into October. That's almost 5 months of me going in every week or every 10 days and taking care of the health of my nail. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I will try to link everything on my ShopMy. I mean, you can get this at any drugstore or beauty supply, so it's nothing new. But if you have any questions, let me know, and let me know what else you want to see. I have a couple of questions that I need to answer, so the next few videos will be your questions. And so if you have any more, just kind of throw them in the comments below because I will get them going. All right, you guys, I hope you're all great. Have a great rest of the week. I hope my week is uneventful and normal. And I hope to see you guys next week.